Hello, and welcome to episode 331 of the Casual Tryhard Podcast. I'm Brian.
And I'm James.
And we're going to do limited archetypes when we have both all of the cards and an article from Wizards.
What a thought. It's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So, so we're going to go through that, and then next week is going to be our, start our set review. So get us cards.
So if there's cards that people want to talk about or want to hear us talk about, where can they put them?
Yeah, they can put them in Facebook and Discord, via email, on X/Twitter, on Blue Sky.
Yeah.
I think it's funny that I chuckle at the concept of email. It's like this isn't work. You're not emailing anyone.
Well, it's funny how you went right to work, because my email is nothing but junk from websites where I put my email address in. I don't think I ever receive anything meaningful in email that isn't related to some sort of two-factor whatever. That's literally the only use I have for email is getting a two-factor code.
It's just a two-factor place.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I send a lot of emails at work.
Yeah, none. I send none.
Must be nice. But yeah, send them there, and we will talk about them.
Watch, we get an email now just because of that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like Brian said, shoot us anywhere on social media. All the links are down below. Next week we'll start our set review. Any cards in particular you guys want to hear about, let us know. I saw there was some already in Discord. That's probably the easiest place, but like Brian said, anywhere you guys want to reach out, feel free to. We will get them and we will talk about them. Just like before, we'll probably split it up into a few episodes because we can't do those late nights anymore. But if there's something you want to hear about, we will talk about it. If you're looking to support the show, there's a couple ways you can do it. The first is with our TCG player affiliate link, CasualTryHard.com/TCG. Surf on over there using that address and do whatever magic shopping you're going to do and support the show at the same time. Doesn't cost you anything extra and really helps us out. If you want to support us more directly, Patreon is where you can do that. Patreon.com/CasualTryHardMTG. Chip a couple bucks in, you get access to my show notes, so you get a sneak peek about what the upcoming week's episode is going to be about, and you also get roughly another hour of content out of us every week in the form of our unshow. As we found out today, sometimes our equipment breaks all on its own. I had no video, and for some reason my audio was weird for no reason. So we do the unshow every day before, or every time we do an episode, to catch stuff like that, and because we don't see each other that much anymore, so we need some time to catch up. We record that and put it out just for our patrons as a little thank you, little bonus for them, and they seem to appreciate it. So if that's something you're interested in, or if you just want to support the show, like I said, Patreon.com/CasualTryHardMTG. Chip a couple bucks in, support the show, help us out, get some more of us. We'd appreciate it.
Yeah. All right. So, Edge of Eternities is your standard 10 draft archetype 2-color pair set.
Yep.
We talked about the mechanics. A big thing to remember is we have lander tokens.
Yep.
So we have artifacts flying around, kind of willy-nilly everywhere.
Yeah, landers are in all 5 colors. They will also help fix your mana, so I'm assuming there's going to be a lot of splashing involved in this limited archetype.
Yeah, I would guess my goal in sealed would probably be to be maybe blue, green, and then splash every powerful 1-color card, 1-pip card that I have.
Yeah.
Right? Any of the black removal spells that are just a single pip, just go into your deck.
Yep.
So
I think the lander stuff. Well, we're gonna get into this a little bit later, but I think the lander stuff is kind of centered around like green red.
mm-hmm.
Um, so just keep that in mind also.
Yeah, green red and like
Green blue, I
blue
guess.
green.
Yeah.
Yeah, green blue is like ramp.
Yeah.
As my voice cracks, I hit puberty. Is ramp is ramp. So like the way that you ramp in this set is basically through landers.
Yeah.
So that's why I went to blue green initially, but it could be red green as well. But particularly green has a lot of uh has a common that is like a 3 mana 3/3, which 6 years ago was
Broken.
ooh.
Yeah.
But it gives you a lander, so it fixes your mana.
Yep.
So it's like, hey, if you have like 2 or 3 of those in your sealed pool,
Mm-hmm.
congratulations, the world is your oyster.
Right.
Like, do whatever you want.
Just
Make
pick your
sure you
best
can hit
cards.
pick your best cards and then figure it out.
Yep.
So that's what I want. Those are the limited the sealed formats I enjoy.
Yeah, where you can just do anything.
Yeah, you're just like, okay, I'll just play all these cards.
Yep.
Okay, so we'll start with our blue-white archetype,
Mm-hmm.
which is going to be blue-white cast second spell.
Yep.
So our signpost uncommon is Station Monitor, and it's a blue-white for a 2/2. Whenever you cast your second spell, each turn create a 1/1 colorless drone artifact creature token with flying, and this token can block only creatures with flying.
Card seems
So
pretty
it's like,
good.
yeah, it's like a bad Thopter.
Yeah.
We've seen a very similar card to this before. Remember Clarion Spirit?
Oh yeah.
Right? It made a 1/1 flyer that didn't have the like you can't block clause.
But it had to attack, right? Or no, that's the
Clarion?
other one I'm thinking of.
Yeah, Clarion Spirit was just make a 1/1 on your whenever
Yeah.
you cast your sixth spell, make
Yeah.
a 1/1. It was like 1 in the white.
Yeah.
And like that card's good. Like I played against that card, I think, unironically in Constructed not too
Mhm.
long ago.
Yep.
Like that card's fine. Like this is a powerful effect. You just have to like it's kind of like your Dragons of Tarkir, or not Dragons, Dragonstorm,
Mhm.
Tarkir Dragonstorm, right? You're like Jeskai cast your second spell.
Yeah.
Like you have to be like very purposeful in how you build your deck and make sure
Right.
that you have like cheap spells to get those second casts.
Mhm.
Like you can't. I don't think you can have a normal curve.
Yeah, you
I
also
think it
need
has
to
to
make
be,
sure
like,
you
much
don't run out
lower.
of gas too.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's the problem with these cast 2 spells is you might be able to trigger it a couple times, but then you run out of gas and you're never going to cast 2 spells on a turn again.
Yeah. There's 2 blue uncommons that cost less if you cast your second spell.
Yeah.
So like that is like it's a 5-drop, but it could be a 2-drop.
Right.
It's a 3-drop, but it could be a 1-drop. So you can like be like, okay, in my head this is actually gonna cost 1, because on turn 3 I'm gonna cast 2-drop than this.
Right.
Like a turn of like they're 2 uncommons, but like Station Monitor into like Earthris Psychonist. I went to read that and realized I made a terrible mistake. I was like, that's rough. But Psionicus, whatever. Like that's a good curve, right? You play a 2/2, you then get the cost reduction to play this thing for 1, the Uthris guy,
Yeah.
and then
And then you get your
you
Thopter.
also you get a Thopter. Like that's a really good like turn.
Yeah.
But like I don't know if there's I don't remember if there's a bunch of like card draw that like gets cheaper. Like, you know, if you cast if this is your second spell, I cost less to cast. Because like that would be kind of what you would want as well to like
Right.
keep yourself gassed up, is like a way to kind of keep the cards going.
Yeah.
I mean, there's Cerebral Download, 4 and a blue, Surveil X, where X is the number of artifacts you control, and then draw 3.
Yeah.
Like with the Station Monitor, like that's like that could be pretty good. But yeah, I'm scrolling real quick. I don't know if there's like a super cheap like card draw effect. I do
I don't
not
see any.
see one. Anyway, but yeah, like just making sure you have like things going. Also, though we in our show notes, Carson was like, the article's not good, but it's better than nothing, was
Yeah.
basically what he said. So blue white second spell. One of the cards they use to demonstrate this is Starport Security. It's white for a 1/1 for a robot soldier. It's 3 and a white. Tap another target creature. This ability costs 2 less to activate if you control a creature with a +1/+1 counter on it. What does that have to do with my second spell?
I think it's the wrong card because down below they show Sunstar Lightsmith, which is 3 and a white for a 3/3. Whenever you cast your second spell each turn, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature and draw a card. So I think they linked the wrong card.
Sick.
Yeah.
Good job. Good job. Never changed Wizards.
And like that card is good and like gasses you back up.
Yeah.
I mean, it's 4 mana and it's got to live, but
yeah, but like, a way that you can like level yourself up as a limited player and like at your pre-release is if you have the card they were supposed to have there, Sunstar Lightsmith.
Yeah.
Right. You don't play that card unless you absolutely have to.
Or you can trigger it right away.
You can trigger it right away. You want to go. You want to again like our Uthras guy that costs like 1. You want to play this. You want to play the Sunstar Lightsmith on 1, or as your first spell, and then have some sort of 1 mana follow up on turn 5. So you want to like think of Sunstar Lightsmith not as a 4-drop, but like as a 5-drop.
Yeah.
Because you like tacked an extra mana on it to get all of the bells and whistles to happen.
Yeah. I guess Warp plays well with this too, right? Because you get to cast the same card twice.
You get to cast the same card twice, and you get like a cheap casting cost.
Yeah.
Right. Like, so like there are a couple things that you could like warp, do a thing, and then play it on 4. So you could be your 2-drop and then your 4 to like fill space until you like can cast 2 things with the Sunstar Lightsmith or whatever. But like these things that like trigger and like give you a big payoff.
Yeah.
Like drawing a card is a big payoff.
Yes.
Right. Make sure that you kind of have played the game and set it up so that you can like get that payoff. So if they were to kill it, you still like effectively 2-for-1 them.
Yep.
As opposed to just being like pay 4 mana, play this, go, and then they kill it and you've just been 1-for-1.
Yeah.
Like little things like that will like get you like little percentage points.
Yeah, and like these archetypes are good for all of Limited, but what Brian just said is especially good for like sealed in your pre-release. Like those are the kinds of plays that will like win you your pre-release event.
Yeah, because a lot of times the like those kind of plays are like higher level.
Yeah.
And they like kind of put you on that next level above a lot of the players that might be less experienced at your pre-release.
Yep.
If you want to like get some packs or whatever.
All
right. What's our next one?
Next up is blue black. And one more thing about white blue.
Okay.
Typically white blue is going to be like a control-y archetype. I don't think that's the case this time around. I think white blue is going to be more tempo-y. It seems like a lot of the cards affect the board state and not your hand or your opponent's spells, which kind of leads it into like a tempo-y archetype instead of control, which isn't super typical for blue-white.
Yeah, so there's like there's Lost in Space, which is like a 4-mana bounce spell that has been like, or like put on the top or bottom, which has been like a good card for a while in Limited.
Yep.
But like we have one of those. There's if it's your second spell, there's a 1-mana like tap a creature, draw a card.
Yeah.
Right. Like just get something out of the way, getting a couple points of damage. Right. So there's some of those like less permanent ways of dealing with things and more just quick get it out of the way. Some more tempo-y kind of plays where you're just like, well, I'm going to get in 3 damage here.
Yeah.
And replace this card and kind of keep the things moving.
Yep. In contrast, moving into blue-black, this is the control deck. This is going to be artifact control. It says in the article to turn your artifacts into a force of destruction through doing control things, removing your opponent's creatures, making room for your own creatures to get through, messing with their spells, that kind of stuff. The signpost we have here is Alfariel, Dreaming Acolyte. 1 blue-black for a 2/3 human cleric. When Alfariel enters, draw 2 cards, then discard 2 cards unless you discard an artifact card. And during your turn, it has Death Touch. So very much cares about artifacts. Lets you kind of regas by casting this thing.
Or at least sift.
Yeah.
Like, get rid of some bad cards.
Yep.
Right, again, this is another, like, you know, maybe you don't play your 6th land.
Yeah.
If you have Afriel in your deck, because you're like, okay, I can turn this land into a new card.
Right.
Right, later in the game. I do like that they were like, what is the flash enchantment that gives something -3/-3?
Oh, why can't I think of it?
I see the art.
Yep, I can see the card.
Yeah, but they were like, well, we're gonna make the artifact version. We're gonna make it cost 3 mana.
Yeah,
we made a mistake.
Yeah,
we'll add some other stuff onto it, but it'll be 3 mana.
It's a food now.
It's a food, nom nom. But like,
that's also a poisonous food.
Yeah, but it was just interesting. It was like, oh, like that card was
too good.
So we got to make this 3 mana.
Yeah.
Okay, duly noted.
Yep.
I mean, this set has like, it's kind of reminiscent of like Kamigawa Neon Dynasty.
Yeah.
Where it just has a ton of like random artifact creatures.
Well, yeah, not only does it have a ton of seemingly random artifacts, but also one of the main mechanics is lander tokens, which are artifacts.
So yeah, you have just a ton of ways to get artifacts, but I guess what I mean is like you've got the ships, the spacecraft, which are artifacts, but then you have virus beetles in this set.
Yeah.
It's an artifact. Our dubious delicacy artifact. There's like a lot of creatures that would normally not be artifacts that are artifacts. So you just have more artifacts than you would expect.
Yeah.
So like, well, if there's maybe the tie goes to the artifact when you're drafting or like putting together your sealed, I think that you're going to have enough artifacts just in general because of how the set is built.
Yeah.
So I don't think you're going to have to like play bad artifacts to have enough artifact cards for the artifact matters stuff.
Yeah, you're just going to end up with it naturally.
Yeah, they're just there.
Yep.
All right. Next up, we have Black-Red Void.
Ooh.
So cast spells for their warp cost and sacrifice your permanents to trigger your void cards. You want to balance payoffs alongside cards that trigger your void effects. Notably, sacrificing any lander tokens will trigger void abilities. There you go.
Good to know.
So that's from the mothership.
Yep.
In the show notes. So we have Interceptoron.
Interceptor Machan?
Yeah, words. Literacy didn't come to West Virginia. I'm like, oh yeah, it's Interceptor.
Yeah.
Interceptor Macon. 2 black red for an artifact creature robot with flying. It's a 2/2. When this creature enters, return target artifact or creature card from your graveyard to your hand, and then void at the beginning of your end step. If a non-land permanent left the battlefield this turn or a spell was warped this turn, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature.
Man, this is a hell of a gravedigger.
It is. It is. It's a flying gravedigger that also gets bigger.
Yeah. And
If
it's also an
something
artifact.
died. Yeah, it just everything. So,
Yeah.
check all the boxes, please. I mean, the return target artifact or creature from your graveyard to your hand, that effect has always been playable.
Yep. And it's kind of free on this. Like without that text is probably a 3 mana card. So you're
Maybe?
paying an extra mana to get something back from your graveyard, which is
fine.
Yeah.
Right, like this is I'm red green landfall Landry token things.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna put like 2 swamps in my deck.
Yep. Splash this
and
thing.
then play this because I'll get back something in the late game.
Yep.
Right? Like this is a don't cast it on turn 4.
Right.
Because you're not gonna have anything in your graveyard. This is a like turn 7, 8, 9 play.
Yep.
So you'll have time to find that, like if you're red green, you'll have time to find your swamp.
Yep.
Or you'll get a lander token to go get it. So yeah, this is a really strong card.
Yep, I agree. This is a very strong card. I think it's better than the other 2 signposts we've had so far. I don't know if the archetype's going to be better, but like just at face value, I think this is a stronger card.
Yeah. Like, at least in limited, Gravedigger has been good, like, every time it's been printed.
Yep.
So.
Next up, we have the aforementioned red-green deck. This is going to be landers and landfall. Play lands, trigger your landfall abilities, play some more lands, trigger them again. Lander tokens are in all colors, but they are primarily, like we mentioned, a green thing, and it says specifically green-red. Lander tokens also trigger void of abilities, like Brian just said when we were talking about black-red void. So keep that in mind. You can play a lander token, or crack a lander token, get your landfall, and trigger your void for whatever void shenanigans you have going on that may overlap from black-red. And, like we mentioned, you can, like, being in a color with the lander tokens lets you splash really easily. So that might be a pretty good overlap, is like a Jund Lander deck. But the signpost we have for this is Tanook Memorial Ensign. It's 1 green-red for a 2/4 legendary Kavu pilot, because Kavus are sentient now. And it has landfall. Yep. Whenever a land you control enters, Tanook deals 1 damage to each opponent. If this is the second time this ability has resolved this turn, draw a card. And that's basically, that second part is just for the lander tokens, right? Because is there any other way to get 2 landfall triggers? Like, is there Evolving Wilds in this set?
I don't think.
I don't see.
Yeah, I don't think there is one. So, yeah, it's probably just for the lander tokens.
Yeah. But that's really powerful, though. I mean, ramp yourself and draw 2 cards.
This is like, so this is harder to like make sure it triggers, because if you think about it, you play Tanook, you play land, you get the first trigger. If there's a lander token out and you have like 2 mana, so and you go to sack the lander token, they can kill it
right
before you get the land. So like you like may have to like wait until like your end step and see if they get jumpy.
Yeah.
Or maybe you just go like, hey, I'm gonna like, I think you have a removal spell, I'm gonna make you use it, and then like maybe make them use it on their turn.
Yeah.
And like waste their mana.
Yep.
Because that way they know you won't get a card, but you know that you're gonna eat their turn by making them like kill your Tanook.
Right.
So
this card also seems pretty strong.
Yes. It made me switch the red-green archetype. Like, I was like, oh, sweet. Like, this is more fun than cast big things. Like, this guy is, like, kind of a side quest to do.
Yep.
Like, hey, I've got some fetch lands in here. Like, he's good with those. So, yeah. So, this is a good card.
Yep.
And, I mean, we've seen, like to be old, Tireless Tracker, which was like
Right.
play a land, get a card on layaway.
Yep.
Like this is like play a fetch land, get a card now.
Right.
And it like kind of feeds itself
Mm-hmm.
because it like fills up your hands. Yeah, this card's good. Next up, we have green-white counters. Things that put counters on things and things that care about counters. And a Halia Ascendant Cadet, 2 green, white for a 3/3. And when Halia enters or attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. And whenever one or more creatures you control with a +1/+1 counter deal combat damage to a player, draw a card.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, like this kind of cures one of the big problems with like +1/+1 counters decks is you need ways to like keep putting counters on things.
Right.
And Halia gives you that.
Yeah.
Right? Like there's oftentimes cards that like come in and put a counter on a card and then they don't do it again.
Right.
Or things that like can attack and put counters, but this kind of covers both sides of it.
Yeah.
So this card I think is pretty strong.
Isn't there another one that like puts a counter on each creature? In
this set?
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah, there is. I forget what it's called, but yeah, it's a green thing because I remember seeing it and thinking like, oh, this is the Aether Revolt, like this is a knockoff.
Yeah.
Of that. But we have to talk about the errata before we're done today.
Oh, well, let's talk about it because I don't know what errata you're speaking of.
Diplomatic Relations, 2 and a green, instant. Target creature gets +1/+0 and gains vigilance until end of turn. It deals damage equal to its power to target creature an opponent controls. What is wrong with that card?
You can pick any target, but then it has to fight a creature your opponent controls. But it's not a fight, it's just a bite, right?
Yeah, but you can pick one of your opponent's creatures to be the biter.
What's wrong with that?
They did not like that. They errated it to creature you control. Target creature you control gets +1/+0.
Okay.
So that is the errata.
I mean, it makes the card worse, but like I don't understand why the original was problematic.
That was the Saffron Olive thing. Was like, why are we changing this? Like this was like an interesting card.
Is it like not in color pie?
That might be it because it's more of like a red effect.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's kind of red, or something they've done in red in the past.
Yeah. Yeah, there is like I can't find it, but there was like a creature enters put +1/+1 counters on like each creature you control.
Yeah, I thought there was too. I do want to touch on the other card that they called out. Maybe we'll cycle back to this during our set review episode, but the other card that they called out for this archetype is Scout for Survivors. It's a 2 and a white for a sorcery. Return up to 3 target creature cards with total mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield, and put a +1/+1 counter on each of them.
It's pretty good.
That seems super strong. Was it called the Death Dweller? Was
2 and a black.
2 and a black for similar, but I think this is better.
Well, it was wasn't it just 2 creatures?
It was 2 creatures with mana value, like combined mana value 3 or less.
3.
And then you got to distribute a Death Touch and a Menace counter, I think. But I'm like, this is just better, I think.
So the fact that it's, at best case 3 +1/+1 counters.
Yeah.
For like little creatures, like +1/+1 like makes them worth like an extra mana. So you're almost you're paying 3 mana to get 5-6 mana worth of stats.
Yeah.
And like there aren't any zeros in the limited format, but like if you had zeros, you could like get back 2 zeros and a 3.
Yeah.
Or something. So yeah, no, it's pretty solid. Like I think like the fact that you can spread them out, and like if you think about it as like giving +3/+3 to across 3 bodies, like you'd almost pay 3 mana for put a +1/+1 counter on 3 creatures.
Right.
Maybe that's 2 mana or something.
Yeah.
So getting things back and then doing that is a lot.
What about this card in that wasn't there was it Abhorrent Oculus for a while?
Oh, yeah.
Wasn't that a deck? Like this seems like a
Healthy.
good card for that too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like anything that just brings back Abhorrent Oculus is good. I cannot find the thing that puts +1/+1 counters on things, but like I'm like positive.
Atmospheric Greenhouse, 4 and a green for a spacecraft. When this spacecraft enters, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control.
There we go. I literally just am unable to read spacecraft.
Yeah,
I'm too old. So I looked at a card like 3 times, processed that it did not process that it had words.
Yep.
But yeah, and there's a good green payoff. There's a 3 mana 3/3 that whenever a creature you control with a +1/+1 counter dies, draw a card.
Yeah.
Like, so there's enough like payoffs for this that this could be a good archetype.
Yep.
They don't have like a doubler, which is probably for the best.
There's one that adds. I don't think it's a doubler, but there's a.
Is it a rare though?
Yeah.
Yeah. They don't have like an uncommon. They don't have like a Conclave Mentor.
Right. Yeah.
Whining Constrictor kind of thing.
Yep.
But yeah, they do have the green thing. Okay.
Moving on, we have white black. This is the go wide archetype. That's not something you usually see out of white black.
Usually not.
The reason it's in white black is because it does it using tokens. So it's going to be a token deck, go wide tokens, whatever. The signpost we have is Sir Vondum the Lucent. 2 white black for a 4/4 legendary human knight with death touch and lifelink. And whenever Sir Vondum enters or attacks, other creatures you control get +1/+0 and death touch until end of turn. That's pretty nice.
Yeah. I mean, it just makes them like impossible to block.
Makes all of your creatures impossible to block.
Yeah, like we saw in Dragonstorm when there was a couple things that like gave your tokens death touch and stuff.
Yeah.
Like those are just like the worst because you're like, what am I?
Right.
Like I don't want to like actually block.
Yeah, you're trading real cardboard for fake cardboard.
Yeah, your stupid 1/1.
Yep.
So, yeah, like this could be good.
Mm-hmm. And I think like the Anthem effect is kind of what's going to tie this archetype together, because I think there's quite a few cards that like just Anthem the team.
Yeah.
So I guess it depends on. I didn't go through the whole card file. I guess it depends on how easy the tokens are to make, because neither of the cards that they mentioned in the article like make tokens.
Yeah.
So it's going to be like whatever robot. Like you make robot tokens here, right? 1/1 robots.
Yeah, well, they're 2/2 robots.
2/2 robots.
There's Honored Knight Captain, which is just like a Raise the Alarm variant. It's like it's a creature that it's a 1/1 that makes a 1/1.
Yeah.
An uncommon. I'm looking for other things that make tokens. But yeah, so there's the robots. There's that guy that I remember specifically.
Yeah, Night Luminary makes a token.
Yep. So, yeah, kind of the standard token, like the weight, like, hey, I'm a 4-mana thing, and I'm like, I make a 1/1.
Yep.
So yeah, I don't know about the black ones, but like my first thought was like, white is where all the tokens are gonna be.
Yeah.
So, okay. Next up we have Ummanon. Ummanon. We have blue, red artifact aggro. So we have Ummanon Uthris Exile. 1 blue red for a legendary creature, a jellyfish advisor. It's a 1/3. It has flying, and whenever an artifact you control enters, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature.
Seems pretty good.
I mean, it can target itself and make itself a bigger flyer.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that you get to throw tokens around everywhere, or +1/+1 counters around, is good. I had, I forget which, the pirate, the blue-red 2/2 pirate that put a counter on a pirate, or it got swapped out of the cube for this.
Yep.
Because it can put the counters on non-pirate things. Like, it's a really powerful effect. And, like, red just has a ton of random commons that are also artifacts.
Yep.
There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So close to half of the commons are also artifacts.
Yeah.
And one of them makes a lander token.
Nice.
So a ton of your commons are just going to be artifacts for this.
Yeah, that really helps out.
It does. I think that would have been better is if this was an artifact.
Yeah. So this archetype is kind of two-sided. The first cares about artifacts entering the battlefield. The second half cares about things becoming tapped. The other signpost that it gives is a can navigator. That cares about, like, whenever it becomes tapped, draw a card, then discard a card. And the reason that's important is because of the spaceships stationing.
Yeah.
You don't have to attack to get in. You can station and get your triggers.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, I think blue also has just a ton of random things that are artifacts.
Yep.
So this is another one that like tie goes to the artifact like always, but you're not going to be putting like bad cards in your deck to get artifacts.
They're just things that happen to be artifacts.
Yeah, but like you want to make sure, like if you're like, well, these cards are both, both B level cards. You want the B level artifact, and not the B level non artifact.
Yep.
Kind of deal. So tie goes to the artifact, but yeah, there's like this could be a good and fun archetype. There's a couple pushed like artifacts.
Yep.
At the like uncommon level.
Yep.
Okay.
Next up we have green black. This is the graveyard archetype. I know it's a shocker. Churn through your deck by milling cards. Go for the win by reanimating your permanents. The signpost we have here is Siege Ship Broodtender. Black-green for a 2/3 insect citizen. When this creature enters, mill 3 cards. And 3 green-black, sacrifice it. Return target creature or spacecraft from your graveyard to the battlefield. Activate as a sorcery. So this kind of serves dual purpose. It can mill stuff into the yard and be a recursion outlet. The sorcery speed kind of hurts it a little bit, but...
What was the... Oh, gosh. It was like 1 black for a 1/1 Valgavoth's Faithful or something.
Oh,
and
yeah,
it was
yeah.
like 4 and a black reanimate something.
Yep.
So this is 1 more mana, but it's a better body.
Yep.
And it also fills your graveyard. And that card was... And Valgavoth's Faithful was good.
Yep.
Like, it was like a very respectable card.
Yep.
So, like, this is 1 more mana, which is a huge deal, and an extra color. But, right, like, that type of card has pedigree.
Yep.
So I can't imagine this would just be, like, bad.
Yep.
But, like, we've had some of these green-black decks kind of fall flat over the years. But this uncommon is powerful enough that it might be able to help carry it. I'm trying to see if there's any other, like, good, like, graveyard matters things in black. I'm going to come down to the uncommons.
Well, I think what's going to matter is the payoffs, right?
But, like, there's also... Like, we have the 1 mana 1/1 Death Toucher.
Yeah.
Which is, like, a removal spell that goes into your graveyard.
Right.
for Graveyard Matters stuff. There's Virus Beetle,
Yep.
which is like a speed bump that goes into your graveyard that got a card from your opponent.
Yep.
Uh, da, 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 da. Trying to see if here's like if this creature dies, make a robot. So yeah, I'm just trying to see if there's anything that I'm like, oh hey, this is a really good payoff. There's a lot of like sacrifice stuff, which is fine, but or like when this dies, but there doesn't seem like there's a bunch of like, hey, your graveyard's full.
Yeah.
Like you're doing it. There is like a good reanimation spell. Well, there is the uncommon spacecraft that 2 and a black at ETBs, you mill 3, and then return a creature or spacecraft from your graveyard. So it's not from the milled cards; it's from your graveyard to your hand. So like that's like at least a way to like draw a card, if you will.
Mm-hmm. There's like a bunch of classic big stuff in green too.
Mm-hmm. To reanimate, yeah.
Yeah.
Glacier Godmaw.
That's what I was just looking at. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, oh, that thing's enormous.
Yep.
And can give itself haste.
Yeah.
So yeah, there are a number of things. There's also another good, like I looked at a good reanimation spell. Where is it at? It can't get the biggest boy, but it was like 2 and a black, sacrifice a creature and artifact, and then return a card, mana value 5 or less, like creature or spacecraft from your graveyard to the battlefield.
Yeah.
Like that's pretty solid.
Yep.
In terms of like at least a reasonable reanimation spell.
Mm-hmm.
If we could find the name of it. Whatever. I did Scrounge for Eternity. There we go. I told you the card. But yeah. So yeah, there could be something there.
Yep, we'll see. I don't think this is as strong as some of the other ones that we've seen, but...
Oh, we also... Have you seen this Monoist Sentry?
No.
It's black for a 4/1 artifact creature robot with Defender.
What?
It's a 4/1 with Defender.
That's weird. So it's kind of just like a 1-mana Death Toucher?
Yeah, it's just a removal spell. It's a 1-mana removal spell. It's Fatal Push.
Yeah.
That you have to they have to attack into.
Yeah.
That's weird. It's just like, that is super weird. But like there's 2 of those creatures that you're like, okay, like this fills the graveyard. This gives me stuff to get back. And there's 2 like cheap artifacts if you have to sack them for something. All right.
What do we got next here?
We have red, white space stations. So this is cares about your creatures being tapped, so they can like crew up your space stations.
Yep.
Which you can accomplish by relentlessly attacking or using your creatures to power up your spacecrafts.
So before we get into this card, I'm gonna go out on a limb and gonna say this archetype is bad.
That was my first thought too.
Because those 2 things are completely at odds with each other. You can't relentlessly attack and tap your creatures to like station up your spaceships.
It almost feels like there has you know how sometimes you get like kind of 2 archetypes in a color pair?
Yeah.
Right? It feels like is there a like red white aggressive deck? And then is there a red white space station deck? Because like
there might be, but I don't see how you can split an archetype into 2 archetypes and have either of them be good.
Be really good. Yeah, like it doesn't feel good.
Yeah.
To be like, hey, the typically aggressive archetype is don't attack.
Yeah.
Or attack.
A lot.
Yeah, it's like, well, which one is it? Am I attacking or not attacking? And it's like, oh, we don't know. So we have Sammy, Ship's Engineer, 2 red white For a legendary creature, Human Artificer, it's a 2/4. At the beginning of your end step, if you control 2 or more tapped creatures, create a 2/2 tapped colorless robot artifact creature token. Like, the fact that it's tapped.
Yeah.
Right? Like, if it was untapped, at least you could throw it under the bus and, like, not take 5.
Yeah.
Right? But the fact that it's tapped, it's like, okay, I'm just going to get smushed. Neat.
Yeah, I mean, the use case I see for this, though, is being super aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
Like you cracking it on turn 2, cracking it on turn 3, cracking it on turn 4, play this after combat.
Yeah.
And then
hope that, like, 2 creatures survived, yeah.
Yeah, and then you get, like, another thing to crack in with the next turn and hopefully finish the game out with.
Yeah.
If you can get some of those anthems from the black-white deck.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think, like, you can't play your spaceship and then take turn 4 off and tap all your creatures to crew your spaceship to get a tap robot and expect to live to the next turn. I don't think.
Yeah, because, like, a curve of turn 2, play a 2/2.
Yep.
Turn 3, play some spacecraft.
Yeah.
Turn 4, play Sammy. Tap your 2/2 in Sammy.
Right.
To station your spacecraft and make a tap 2/2. And if your opponent just went 2-drop, 3-drop, you take 5.
Yeah.
6. And then they play a 4-drop, and you're like, oh. And then Lord help you if on the next turn you're like, if they don't play a 4-drop and you're like, activate my space station, and they're like, disenchant.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh no.
Yeah.
I just time boxed myself again.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems dubious that the two things they want it to do can, like, work together.
Yeah, I don't think they do. But we'll find out in a few days.
Yeah. I will say I am kind of proud of them because historically, blue-green is just blue-green set mechanic.
Right.
And they were like, you know what? Red-white, you get the set mechanic. Good luck.
Yep. Well, speaking of blue-green, what do we have for blue-green here?
Ramp.
The other default blue-green thing.
Yes, the other is... I went and I looked, and I was like, okay. Oh, it's ramp. Okay.
Yeah.
It's not set mechanic, it's ramp.
Yeah.
So we have Biomechan Engineer, green-blue for a 2/2. It gives you an Insect Artificer. When this creature enters, create a lander. And then it has 8 and draw 2 cards and create a 2/2 colorless robot artifact creature token. I mean...
8 mana's a lot, but draw a card and make a 2/2 is quite the payoff.
Draw 2 cards.
Draw 2 cards and make a 2/2. That's quite the payoff.
It is. It is... Right, what is the issue with ramp? Is you, in the words of Kenji, you have all the ramp and none of the pamp.
Yep.
Right? This is your ramp and your pamp.
Yep, that's
right?
both things.
It is your... Yeah, it ramps you, and then is the payoff for you having a bunch of lands in play.
Yep.
So, like, even if you don't play it on turn 2, right, you'd be happy on, like, turn 6 to be like, oh, I can play this lander, and then I'll be able to activate it and draw cards next turn.
Yeah, the in the article there, it mentioned that it specifically called out that this blue-green ramp deck is going to be the 5-color soup deck also.
Okay.
Where you just play whatever big powerful things from every color, and your landers will get you there.
Yes, that would be my thought as well. Like, again, typically that is the best / most fun.
Yeah.
Sealed archetype is just I get to play everything.
Yep.
Like, how many rares are in my pool?
I will play them.
I'm playing that many.
Yep.
You want your deck to be so good, your opponent accuses you of cheating and storms off. That's only
without actually cheating.
without actually cheating.
Yeah.
I had like it was RNA.
Yeah.
It was like Ravnica Allegiances or something.
Yeah.
And I played the like 5 or 6 mana like deal a bunch of damage to a thing that's uncounterable spell.
Mm-hmm.
And like he got all mad and stormed off. He's like, "How do you have all these uncommons in your deck?" I'm like, "I'm playing all of the colors, and I'm basically playing all of my uncommons."
Yeah.
That's how I have so many. Is I'm playing all of them
Right.
because I had 6 dual lands, so I'm playing all of them.
Yep.
Like you're seeing this on a good day, or on a good draw. Actually, so there are 20 cards that make landers.
Okay.
So there is this guy at uncommon. There's like a black guy that has to die to make them. There's Dauntless Scrap Bot, which is just 3 colorless. Have a 3/1, make a lander. There's a couple things that die into landers. But like this Scrap Bot, the Galactic Wayfarer, the 2 in a green, 3/3 make a lander.
Make a lander.
Sammy's Curiosity, green, gain 2 life, make a lander as a sorcery. And then there is like a 4 mana 3/3 that if it becomes tapped, you make a lander. But like those like 2 green commons, and like if you have one of the uncommons, probably hold it together enough for you able to like do the thing. And there's also like a red thing that deals 6, and if you don't excess damage, you get a lander.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, there's enough stuff that like you should be able to just play whatever you want.
Yeah, I think so.
But like we said before, like if you're in like the blue-green 5-color deck, ideally you're splashing things that are like 1 pip.
Right.
Right. You can do it and go like super hard, but like it better be really good for you to be like, hey, I'm going to put this black card in my deck. It's like, no, it's way better if you just play like a black card.
Right.
Because it's easy to find a spot to pay 2 mana, easy-ish. To pay 2 mana, crack your land, or get a swamp.
Yep.
But to have to do that twice.
Yeah, that's a little less easy.
Yeah, it makes it way more difficult.
So, general thoughts for this format? Now that we've talked about some of the archetypes, is it aggro? Is it control? Is it battle cruiser?
So, it feels like it has to be slow, right? Like landfall, like the landfall payoff, or the landfall payoffs seem like they're slow, right? Like landfall kind of generally is. You have to be able to play long enough to like play your thing and then play lands.
Yeah.
I
kind of think the format has to be kind of mid-rangey, because if you look at the colors that the aggro decks are, white, blue, black, red, green, red, they all care about setup.
I mean, you could even say white, black cares about setup as well. Like you've got to get wide.
Yeah. But I was talking like just specifically the aggro archetypes, though. Like they care about getting things in order and then having a couple big turns, which is like what mid-range is. Like for black, red, you have to get your void stuff ready and like do 2 things in a turn. For blue, white, it all cares about you casting 2 spells to trigger a thing. Like there's setup involved there, and I don't think you can have like a true like aggro runaway format when everything cares about being set up.
Yeah, like you can't have a cast 2 spells archetype if you don't have time to develop your mana to cast 2 spells.
Right.
Right, because like the cast 2 spells archetype kind of doesn't do anything until like turn 3.
At the earliest,
At the very earliest, probably 4.
Yep.
So like you can't just be like, yeah, cast 2 spells and then just have everyone like on the back foot on turn 4.
Yep.
And like, you know, you have an archetype that is pay 2 mana to put a land on the battlefield.
Right.
Right? Like
you also have an archetype that's tap all your creatures for multiple turns.
Yeah. So like you can't be like pay 2 mana and now you're gonna die,
Right.
or like tap all your idiots to like turn on like your death cruiser.
Yeah.
Okay, now you're dead. Oh, you only had 1 blocker. I had 4 attackers. You died now.
Yeah.
I know your blocker was like a 12/12, but
It doesn't
I killed
matter.
you with 2 3/3s. Like, okay.
Yep.
So yeah, there is like a lot of setup. So that could be. So that'll hopefully slow things down.
Mm-hmm.
Because like that was like the Final Fantasy, like pre-release sealed was like a little slower. It had like some aggro decks where you could just like not do anything,
Mm-hmm.
but it was like not super aggressive.
Yeah.
And like the limited environment wasn't super aggressive either.
Yeah.
But so I'm with you. I'm thinking more mid-rangey to like slow.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be dominated by control. The control deck that we have doesn't seem like it's a hard control deck.
No.
It seems like it's more of like a sorcery speed control deck, if that makes sense to you, which is different than like draw go control, which is more like traditional hard control. And like all of these archetypes are pretty mid range, so we'll see. Maybe this limited format will pique my interest again.
Hey, it's Magic. It's Magic IP.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting.
Yep.
You are a Star Citizen,
so
this is
true.
like right up your alley.
Yep.
They printed another unconditional red mana dork.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Zookeeper Mechan, 1 and a red for an artifact creature robot. It's a 1/3.
Mm-hmm.
Tap to add red. And it
Interesting.
has 6 in a red. Target creature you control gets +4/+0 until end of turn. Activate only as a sorcery.
Oh.
So it can tap itself.
Yeah.
To activate its ability. But yeah, like this is just whatever. The green 1 and a green 1/3.
Golden Hind.
Yeah, like we get this card all the time.
And it's an archetype, or it's an artifact.
And it's an artifact for like extra fun. So yeah, we went from hey, we might do red mana dorks to like 2 and 3 sets.
Yeah.
We are firmly in mana dork territory.
Yep.
Though, like part of me is like, all right, like are we getting to the enough mana dorks to play Jeskai Ascendancy and then all the 1 mana red cantrips?
Ooh, maybe.
Right, because like we had 1 red mana dork, or maybe now we have 2.
Yeah.
So, hey, like expedite, like crash through.
Yep.
Make all your things bigger. Do.
Yep. Maybe.
Yeah. All right. So with that, we got a show.
We got a show.
Again, if you want us to talk about some of these cards in the next few episodes, let us know. Facebook, Discord, Twitter, X, Blue Sky, email, all those things. Say hey and let us know what you want us to talk about.
Absolutely. We'd love to hear from you. If you want to support the show, there's a couple ways you can do it. The first is our TCG player affiliate link, CasualTryHard.com/TCG. Surf on over, do your shopping, support us at the same time. The other way is through our Patreon, patreon.com/CasualTryHardMTG. Chip a couple bucks in, access to our unshow, about another hour of content out of us every week, and you get access to my show notes, so you get to follow along at home while we're making the episode. You can read through the show notes and see what we're talking about. It also comes out about a day before the show does. If you want a sneak peek about what the upcoming episode is, you can check there. Or if you just want to support the show, patreon.com/CasualTryHardMTG.
So with that, we'll catch you on the internets.
We'll catch you on the internets.